Christina Crawford won fame for her book, Mommy Dearest, where she accused famous actress Joan Crawford of abusing her and her brother Christopher. Her brother Christopher backed up the claim of abuse. Now, her other two sisters, the youngest sisters, twins, we should mention all four are adopted. The youngest, Cathy and Cindy, are adamant that there was no abuse in that household. And they've said they had the best mommy in the world. Joan Crawford was a very nurturing mother, a very loving mother. Now, they've said, like most kids, if they misbehaved, they got a swat in the butt. But that was it. They were not abused. They were not beaten. And they think they had the best mommy in the world. Somebody who was very encouraging, very kind to them. And that Christina has basically made up a fictional character of an abusive mother. Now, who's telling the truth? Are Christina and Christopher telling the truth when they say Joan Crawford was an abusive mother? Or Cindy and Cathy telling the truth when they say she was a warm and nurturing mother? All of them are telling the truth. All of them are telling the truth. Christina and Christopher had an abusive mother. Cathy and Cindy had a kind, loving, and nurturing mother. And all four of them had the same mother. Now, how is that possible? How could Joan Crawford have been a bad mother to her first two adopted children and a good mother to her last two adopted children? Okay, there's a few reasons for this. One is she wasn't used to kids being kids when she took in Christina and Christopher. She had gotten more used to it to how children act when she took in Cathy and Cindy. Another thing about it is that very often one child or a couple of children are singled out for abuse because children do have natural differences in their personalities. In all likelihood, Christina and Christopher were not naturally bad, but they probably were naturally a little bit more rambunctious, a little bit more rowdy. Cathy and Cindy were a little bit more passive, easygoing, cooperative. And so that's why. And the child who's, a little bit more feisty, rambunctious, is much more likely to be abused than a child who is more passive. And again, that is one of the things that people get confused about, is the fact that, you can see one child who appears to be abused, another child who appears to be well taken care of. And that's actually quite typical in cases of child abuse, that one child is singled out because one child has characteristics that are, upsetting to the parent. And I think that's what happened with Joan Crawford. She didn't like what she saw in Christina and Christopher, and she did like what she saw in Cindy and Cathy. Okay. Well, anyway, hope you like hearing that. Bye.